or not.
I don't think you Googled it. I think you made Kyle Google it.
I made
Nope.
I made Alyssa Google it.
Not on my search history.
Nice move, Kyle. Up top.
I did. I made Alyssa Google it.
This is the Off the Break Podcast, your podcast dedicated to current movie theater news, operations, and insights from the people that book the movies.
And we're back with a wicked version of Off the Break Podcast.
Extra wicked.
30.8 million in early show grosses.
Already?
Yay!
Oh,
So
it's going to be
they had
big.
Oh,
Prime time Wednesday showings.
there was the Monday Fandango Prime
Monday.
early access,
Yes.
Wednesday luxury screen early accesses, and
Thursday early shows.
Thursday double feature early shows.
Right.
And then early shows.
Yeah.
For 30.8 million. So what are our opening weekend numbers?
Ooh, we going to do this guessing game?
Alyssa's going 180.
Oh, 180. Okay.
Going big.
Shayla's going 170.
170.
Because she didn't want to say the same number as Alyssa because
I'm gonna
she
say
assumed Alyssa knew better.
156.
Ooh.
156.
That still seems big to me, but I'm all here for it.
I think I'll go 172.
200 million.
Yay,
Yay.
Ken!
So this is the biggest opening post-pandemic.
Does that
for
count as
Thursday
in the
night
jar?
shows.
For
Shit, yes. Other than Multiverse of Madness. I know, I'm getting Other than Multiverse of Madness.
But really, that's the biggest
early show.
early
show.
show. Oh, right, that does.
Early show, which is amazing.
That's a little surprising. Like, not even Minecraft had
That
that,
was-
but
You're doing a 5?
I didn't even have a chance on that one. It was-
Do you need some money back?
I think it's all good.
1,
You're gonna
2.
count
we're going to
out.
spend this on the Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting tacos.
3.
Taco bar, maybe some balloons.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're getting a taco bar? That's cute. A taco.
I mean, if the bar is just cheese and lettuce and meat.
Guys, Taco Bell is right next door. It's just a block down.
Yeah. I think they're a cantina, so there could be a bar in there.
No, we don't got that.
Oh, bummer.
What do you think we are? City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mini Metro.
that's an amazing number.
Yes, it
That
is.
leads us in. That's what we've been waiting for. That's what the
And then some.
trials and tribulations of August and September and October were for.
Yes.
Unfortunately
We
for
lead up-
October.
We lead up to
Poor
this.
October.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when we work with lots of little towns, and Conjuring is not a big movie. Demon
Right.
Slayer is not a big movie. Chainsaw Man,
Was
not
especially.
not a big opener for
Yeah.
these teeny tiny villages that we work with, but we're here.
We're
It's
here.
time. It's time to
Yes.
capitalize.
Hopefully
Time to
lots
make
of,
some money.
lots of pink and green
Yeah.
splashed all over your theater, I hope.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. And the tracking that we saw for Zootopia is just as good as Wicked. And
It's big.
and tracking for PG kids movies is not reliable.
Right.
It's not reliable, but if it's a big number, that means the adults even know it's coming.
Yes. The awareness of it is huge.
The children's awareness is not registered. So we know that if adults know, there's going to be kids on top of that number that are going to push that even higher.
Yeah.
The matinee ticket sales are obviously less than evening ticket sales, so it evens out, but this is
Right.
a solid 3 weeks we
There-
have in front of us.
I'm just looking at the number of butts and seats. The people will be coming through the door, and that's what theaters need.
And that's what it averages out because the matinee ticket prices are lower.
Right.
Yes, you get a smaller cut, but the matinee concessions are higher.
Yeah.
So it evens out.
You want admissions. That's what we're after here.
Just want the butts in seats.
Butts
in
and we're
seats.
about to have that for the next 21 days minimum.
Yes.
Woo!
We're very excited.
Very excited, but feeling our age a little bit after some trailers and some first looks came out this week.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
of kids' movies,
Yeah.
not only did the live action Moana trailer drop, but there was also a few images of the live action Zelda movie that also came out at around the same time. And it was just a double whammy of realizing how young people look
Right.
compared to us withering away.
Oh, you mean like in the Zelda first looks where the kids in the images are younger than my own children?
Yeah.
It seemed like it. It looked like our boys. Like if they were, competent in their archery skills.
They could wield a sword.
They could hold a sword.
Yeah.
But it was just like
That silence was way too massive, guys.
just
I'm sorry
a
to.
slap in the face. Like, but it makes sense. It's one of these things like Harry Potter. When you see the little kids on screen, like they want to sign young actors so they can grow with the franchise.
Yeah.
It's not animated, so they can
get it.
make 4 movies, 6 movies, 8 movies out of this if it's successful.
But even the Harry Potter actors, once they hit the 5th movie, they looked like they were 30.
Yeah.
Like that's how fast the aging process was. I feel like now the aging process has slowed down.
Right.
So now they're still going to look like babies if a 4th or 5th Zelda movie is going to come
Oh yeah,
out.
no, it's hilarious. Like Cody and I grew up with like the range of reality shows, and you'd see girls going on screen like, I'm 24, and you're like, she is 35.
Yeah. I think for the Zelda one, I was just imagining a young adult, like an 18-year-old, maybe 18 to 22. Like that's where I want my hero age if it's going to be young.
Sure.
And I got a preteen in it, and I was like, whoa, what is happening here? I'm like, is Zelda and Link that young? Like, are they actually that? I had to Google it. I was like, I've played these games. They, in my mind, they are 18-year-olds. They are not.
I think you Googled it. I think you made Kyle Google it.
I made
Nope.
I made Alyssa Google
made
it.
Alyssa
Not on my search history.
Nice move, Kyle. Up top.
I did. I made Alyssa Google it together with us, and we looked it up, and it that is the age that it's anywhere from 12 to 20. I think was the range because it depends on what game you play. And I was like, whoa. And I played Breath of the Wild, so in my mind, which is closer, that's like 17.
Young adult.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no, this person is 20 years old. Like I just didn't even cross my mind that they were.
Even most YA adaptations have them playing as 16-year-olds, 16, 17
Yeah.
maybe.
And they probably could have been that in in these first look images, but they look like teeny babies to me.
I bet those actors are like 15 or 16 and they just look 12 to us.
But this is the YA, the young adult.
I have a
thing.
12-year-old now. It just.
This is
I
where-
remember when just holding them as a baby. Like it's just
we
messing
go.
with me so much.
This is where like Hunger Games came in, and there was like a bunch of teenagers, and then like an 8-year-old girl
Yeah.
that was dropped in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
This is where these franchises hit the older ones of us very hard. They're challenging. You feel your momentum. What about Moana though?
I thought the trailer was good. I think she's a great pick. Like
Yeah.
she's good. She looks the part. She looks a little young, but Moana was young, and you forget that.
Technically, yeah.
She
Why did I say
was,
technically? I think she was. Yeah.
They didn't have
But
her ID
I-
with her
Yeah.
on screen.
I
Didn't have
really-
IDs on the island.
I really
She didn't
don't
go to
want.
the DMV. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
I really don't want to see The Rock as Maui. I know he voices him, but I wanted a different actor to be him. I don't need to see the Rock in a fake tattoo where I feel like they put a fake chest on him to round him out a little bit more. Like
He has thinned down. I don't know if you guys have seen him like promoting the Smashing Machine. He is thinner now.
whatever it is, I'm over him.
You're over The Rock.
I'm over The Rock.
I
I
think-
do
Not
not
the
care
2010s
to
anymore.
I do not care to ever see him in another movie again. Give another guy a chance here.
Sure. Why not?
I appreciate what they did with his singing in the animated thing.
Yeah.
And it'll be just a dubbed version of that. Like it won't be him like up there belting it out.
Yeah,
Like,
probably not.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Only.
Yeah, so so he's not gonna be able to sing the way he sang before. So
I just thought it was telling that they didn't show his face in the teaser.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think it's going to be horrifying. And I think they didn't want to scare the little kids away before you went and saw the movie.
Maybe. It's similar to How to Train Your Dragon for me, where the remakes are becoming so similar looking to the animation that it's
remakes and
I think it's spooky, but I think it's the direction we're heading with remakes.
yeah.
Like, don't ruin anything about it.
And they're not
And
gonna
that's fine.
They're not gonna stop it because every one of them opens to $100 million.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to see it, if your audiences don't want to see it, they'll stop making them.
Yeah.
But
Right.
people want to see this still.
And that's not happening soon.
I want to see like 3/4 of it. There's one definite fourth of it that I could skip.
I'll just watch the animated one again.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I'm at.
It's so good.
Oh, well, that's it's good.
Are you okay?
I'm a little over caffeinated. I'm excited that we have trailers, we have new movies, we have Avatar on the horizon, and then my movie got picked this week, and I'm also excited about that. I want to get to that so
All
soon.
right, let's talk a little bit about Thanksgiving then.
Yeah.
I'm taking control of this podcast right now.
Okay.
We're going to discuss Thanksgiving. We're very excited for Zootopia and for Wicked. I do not believe anything else will do any business. I believe it's just going to be those two movies.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get into December where we're going to have a little bit. Like there are more openings on the first week in December, which is always historically a terrible weekend. Like it just drops off. I'm shocked that Universal and A24 are going on that weekend with Eternity widening out and with Five Nights at Freddy's, because that's when people are like, okay, Thanksgiving's over. Now it's time to gear up for Christmas and go shopping.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's was a day and date release.
Yeah.
The weekend before Halloween.
Yes.
2 years ago, and it did awesome. It was like an $80 million
for a day and date, which was
really
shocking.
unheard
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. It was crazy.
And this one had every right to be successful. They took away the day and date. They were going to release it in theaters only.
Yep.
And then they put it in December, and they left it there. It
know.
just sat there for a year.
I
And
know,
we're like, this has got to move. Like they've got to do something with
You
this.
know, they opened Black Phone in summer. Why couldn't they have just pushed Black Phone to the end of fall
'Cause-
and left this in winter?
Because
Like,
M3 took over the summer spot when it should have
That's
played in
right.
January like it did before.
And the same thing with Five Nights at Freddy's 2 would have ruled a January release.
Blumhouse's strategy with Blumhouse's strategy with these sequels has been misfires.
Oh, absolutely. Because
Easily.
they are moving them off of the weeks in the release schedule that it worked and the times of year it worked. And now they couldn't put M3 later because now they're trying to do a spin-off Soulmate in the
right, that's in
M3 spot this
January.
year. Yeah. I mean they're trying to cram
allegedly.
too
We'll
much.
see about that one. I feel like that's gonna move. There's just nothing about it.
No, they make stupid decisions and stick with them.
Sure.
And it's unfortunate, but it's
Not
still
only-
going to do some business. It could be the biggest
Yeah,
first
but-
weekend of December opening ever.
Oh,
Look,
easily.
I've talked to Universal about this. It's going to hit headlong into all those Christmas titles, including Avatar, which is going to get multiple screens, SpongeBob. Now we have David that's going to hit the faith and family audience hard. And you've got Anaconda like right up behind there, plus two specialty ones that are actually looking pretty good with Sun Blue and Marty Supreme. So where are you going to get a third and fourth and fifth week on this Five Nights at Freddy? I just don't see it penetrating multiple weeks in anything less than an 8, maybe.
The only bright side
Maybe.
the only bright side that could come from it is that it's tailoring to a younger audience that while yes, we've seen that they do want to go to the theaters, they're going to theaters immediately. They're not going in weeks 3, 4, 5, 6.
But Universal
so
expects weeks
they
4,
expect
5, and 6.
they expect that,
for
but
holds.
but instead they should have been telling you that we are anticipating a big pop in those first 2 weeks, which will be enough time.
Yeah,
Kyle,
Kyle, that's too obvious.
you're
No,
so
I am
nice.
in
No,
not corporate
I-
speak.
No, that is I am telling them right now
Yeah,
that is
that's-
what you should be saying,
Right.
but you're being ridiculous and over expecting
And this
too
is
much.
their Christmas title.
Yeah.
If Wicked doesn't
well
hold
when
through,
it's in December.
this is their
Yeah.
Christmas title, and I just don't see it playing on Christmas Day in
Yeah.
anything, like I said, less than an 8. Like
Yeah.
it's
It's going to be a struggle, and it's
Yeah.
unfortunate because it's an A title.
It
for
is.
them.
Absolutely.
After
I
an
do
$80
not want to
million
waste.
opening.
I don't want to waste this one. This is, if it had opened in October, it would have played all of October into November for sure.
And singles and twins, it's going to require Wicked to come off screen, which they don't want, or
Yeah.
it's going to have to play in January instead of Soulmate, instead of these other ones.
Yeah.
And it's a struggle to convince theaters to do that because of the windowing, because of other things that come in. So it's, unfortunately, it's looking like
They
it's
sacrificed it. They're sacrificing it.
an A title. This would be like putting, what what else do they have this year? I mean, other than the big A+ titles, The Wicked, The Jurassic, it would be like putting one of those titles that's just below that in the same week and saying, we have 2 weeks for it to be successful, and people are going to wait. Like, they're not going to go the week of the 12th to new movies because it's like, we're going to spend 4 hours in Avatar.
Yeah.
Like, we know we're going to sit there, we're going to hurt our backs, we're going to get stiff legs for Avatar, we're going to wait for that.
And if you have little kids, they're looking at SpongeBob or David. Like, it's just...
No,
it's going to be tough.
We have the best schedule we've had.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
In forever.
Yeah.
For the Thanksgiving to Christmas through New Year's.
This holiday corridor is so solid this year.
We have something for everybody. You pick a person out of a crowd and you can find a movie that they are at least interested in seeing.
Yeah.
There's something out there for everybody.
Yes.
Which is amazing. Like, this is all we could have ever hoped for. Last year it was Mufasa and Sonic, which is kids only.
Yep. It was family, but...
And Nosferatu.
You
which
know,
was hardcore.
Last year I was
awesome.
Audience.
I was really optimistic. I said, sometimes barring a huge title like an Avatar or Star Wars, it would be nice to have a bunch of like a variety of stuff. But we just saw that didn't work out. Like, you need that big anchor title to bring people to the theater.
And you need to sell out shows to force people into those other films.
Into the other films, and then rising tide rises all boats on that.
Yeah.
But you need the tide, and a bunch of boats in the water isn't going to raise it.
If you're going into Avatar and you click on the seat map and you see it's 98% sold out and you're like, I don't want to sit in that auditorium, you've already committed to 4 hours. You're going to see something.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, well, I guess SpongeBob would be fun. I remember that. Or David, it's 90 minutes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Sign me up for that. Or Song Sung Blue, or Marty Supreme, or I haven't seen Wicked yet, or I could see that again.
Yeah.
It'll still be around.
It will absolutely still be
Housemaid.
around.
I have to mention it. Not that I'm excited about that one.
That might be the odd man out.
We are
It's
watching.
rated R.
Yeah.
It's rated R. I mean, I went through with a client.
People don't like Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, but at least she's pretty in this one. People don't like ugly Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, Codi?
I think they like pretty Sydney Sweeney.
I don't think that's the issue.
I bet you it helps.
I thought it would help too, and then I read through why it's rated R.
Yeah.
Language, violence, nudity, which you're like, okay, like
Sydney Sweeney.
Sexual assault.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. At Christmas, no. No. Lionsgate, no.
And
Yeah.
Girl with a dragon tattoo. Why do we have to go over this again?
That was for the right audience.
It's just unfortunate, and I think we're seeing a star rise and a star fall. It's just unfortunate choice of movies for her management. Like,
Yeah.
she was in Madam Web and it didn't do well, but it was a superhero movie. But if you want somebody to rise, they have to be the lead. Like, you
But
have
she was
to,
in a rom-com and it was great.
and it was great. And that was before
She needed another one of those.
she needed to build, and she did a few art things. She did this Christie, which it got great reviews, but the narrative nationally is like it had the largest second week drop in the history for a wide release. It was like 93%.
Yeah.
Which is impossible. Like, the only way to do that is to have like all the theaters closed.
Yeah.
Like,
And even still, somehow it makes just that little percent of.
yeah, it's wild, and you're just seeing this.
That's just
star
a full
fade.
rejection from the audience.
But you're just seeing a
it
star
absolutely
fade,
is.
which
Yeah.
is unfortunate because we need more of these people. But hopefully that leaves a wake where there's somebody else that can capitalize on this.
Yeah.
And there always will.
And we have Zoe Saldana coming back
Yeah.
with another $1 billion franchise. Like, she does like one movie a year.
It's always the right choice, apparently.
Yeah, is she in the new Star Wars? Probably.
Yeah. So, Cody, sounds like you are on board the Avatar train finally.
To make money, not to actually watch.
Well, no, but to make money.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until James Cameron fails spectacularly, he's the horse we ride.
Yep.
He, Christopher Nolan
Yep.
are the directors.
Although
that
I
people
just
show
don't
up
know
for.
about Odyssey.
Stop it.
Did you guys hear that the upcoming trailer for Odyssey is supposed to be 5 minutes long?
Amazing.
Kind of.
Sounds boring.
Kind of.
No,
Even
it
I
sounds
don't need it
slow.
to be 5 minutes long.
No, it sounds like it's a sweeping vista, like a Dune trailer where it's like stern looks in the distance.
Yeah, but there's actually going to be action in it. Dune is just sweeping vistas.
There's some good action in it.
It's 3 hours long. There is 7 minutes of action. It's a lot of walking.
Hey,
and then
47 minutes.
sandworms from a distance. Like,
It gets up close.
yeah.
I mean, there's some sand in
as
the
part
way,
of the
but-
7 minutes. Yeah.
Anyway, so prepare for Avatar to be 4 minutes, mostly for the Odyssey trailer. Or 4 hours. I probably said 4 minutes.
You did.
Yeah.
It will be planned for 4 hours. Enjoy every second of it. For people that want to go see Avatar, I am so excited for you. For people that are in on
Thanks,
this train,
Ken.
in for the 3D, in for the sound, in for the visuals.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more
I do
excited
like-
for you. Like,
Yeah.
this is your movie. This is your time.
Yeah.
I do like the fire element. I think that's badass.
And they're going to pump, and we're going to get a few SpongeBob screenings in 3D, which I'm excited for too. For kids to see their first 3D movie and have it be SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Sounds great.
The big nose in 3D. Patrick Star in 3D. Are you kidding me?
Maybe I'll go see it now. You sold me, Ken.
I don't do 3D. I get migraines. I'm half tempted to go see SpongeBob because I'm like, I am in on this.
Do it for your boys.
I do it for me.
All right. Does that mean it's time for talking about the raid or
No,
anything
we
else
got-
to
Serious
cover?
topics.
We have a serious topic to discuss before we talk
Oh,
about
that's
the
right.
raid.
Yep.
So there has, as technology progresses and as our industry changes and shifts and things move online to streaming, there is now a plethora of streaming options. And a lot of these sites now are free. You can get free content streamed to you,
Yeah.
free movies. And we just want to put out a warning that does not mean it's free for the theater. That does not mean
Oh.
you can get a streaming service like Tubi and just show movies on it for
Right.
free. And huge thing for the theaters, just because you don't charge admission, it's free for them to come in. I didn't take a dime from them, still doesn't mean that's okay.
You're exhibiting it in a
Yeah.
theatrical space.
Yes, there is a rights holder out there. That rights holder has sold to that streaming service for private use, for private in-home use. That rights holder also retains rights for theatrical commercial use. You're using a residential streaming service for private residential use does not give you any license to use it in the commercial space of your movie theater.
Is that what we call a breach of contract?
It can absolutely
Violation
be
for
that.
sure.
Violation of contract?
It can absolutely be that.
It's a rights violation
yeah.
because you do
We-
not have the rights to license or exhibit that title.
And we absolutely see these come up because people promote these on social media, they promote them on their own website, and all of a sudden you're playing a film that is not licensable by Disney or Paramount, but they own the theatrical rights to it and causes an issue. So if you ever have any questions, reach out to your film buyer.
Yes.
Reach out to the distributor. Find
But
a way
again-
to license it properly every time.
Just because it's free and you don't charge admission does not mean it's okay for you to show it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Big
I know,
difference.
I know that's really hard for a lot of people to grasp because they think, I'm not violating anything if I don't take money. Like the transaction is the violation, but it isn't. It's showing the product that's the violation.
There is always a contract for how these things became paid for or free,
Yeah.
even if you weren't in the room when the contract happened.
Right.
Just think of it that way. There is probably a contract behind this free opportunity.
And this is the whole idea of it was art created by somebody. Somebody paid for it. Somebody created it. Somebody came up with it. That person needs to be compensated in
Yes.
one way or another. When you go into a art museum, you pay for admission.
Right.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
There's free
Unless if it's
ones.
free.
But I mean, somebody has
That
to
doesn't
pay.
mean you can take the art, though.
Right.
Somebody has to pay for this creatively, and that's what you're doing is you're exhibiting art in your theater.
Right.
Whether or not it feels like it, whether it's SpongeBob, you're like, that's not art. It's it's art to somebody.
Yeah.
And those people need to be compensated for their time and effort. Mm-hmm. And just think of it that way. Anything
Yeah.
that's on your screen.
Sorry, you keep continuing.
No, anything that's on your screen needs to be. You can admit people for free, but there's flat fees for that.
Yeah.
So reach out to your film buyer.
Yeah.
Always get a license.
My quick thing was just, are these free streaming services giving money back to these creators and artists? That I'm not sure about.
So there's, yes. I mean, generally speaking, yes.
Yeah.
They pay for the rights for streaming for a certain amount of time, and that's why you see the like last chance to see, and they pay for like 30 days, and it's a huge amount, and they sell advertising for these.
Oh, okay.
That's why I see ads come up in certain films, like the newer films, or the last chance to see films. But it's a real slippery slope. Like everybody's not going through every single title and saying, oh, does Time Cop have a license at Tubi for this period of time?
Right.
So it's all gross, and that's why we have movie theaters where you can come see the newest things at the newest time. So that's the only place you can see them.
Yes.
The best place, obviously.
The best place, the only place.
All right. Well, now is the time to talk
Now
about
we
the
can
raid.
Talk about the raid.
Yes.
Take it away, Ken.
If you haven't seen The Raid or The Raid Redemption, depending on where you license
Depending
it,
on where you license it,
where you
live.
rent it from, the best modern martial arts movie of all time, no exceptions.
I'd agree with that.
It's subtitled, and not in a way that like Bruce Lee is subtitled, like modern subtitles with modern themes, with real intrigue, with real storylines, real action. I know as soon as other people see this, they're gonna be like, there's guns in this movie. There's guns for the first 20 minutes, where it's like, this isn't a martial arts movie. And then they run out of goddamn bullets. Yes. And then it gets real martial artsy real fast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But from the jump, you are all in. Like, even though there are guns in like those first 20 minutes, you still are like, this is building to something. And I really like how it's like building this.
Where Predator has the title cards after the action teaser. This goes in through a pregnant wife. He's leaving home.
Yeah.
He meets his father in the hallway, and then it's the raid. Yes.
There is something that does feel like 80s action-y about this movie, but you're right. It is like in a more modern template. It still feels modern, even watching it years later.
The pacing is still very modern.
Yeah.
It's so quick.
Yeah. And I love that it's like the Dredd story where it keeps it simple. It's all just in one tower, but yet with camera work and just with some great actors that just give it their all for the action, like they just know how to keep you hooked the whole ride.
It's his brother. The guy led them in there without any backup because he wanted to get a scalp for himself.
Yeah.
And then he kills a cop at the end, the major twist, and it is so good.
Yeah. Cody?
Okay. I agree that the action part of it is pretty intense. And I think it was that intensity that it took it out for me. Like, it was hard. It's gruesome. It is bloody. And it is like so quick. And yeah, so I've been watching too much like K-dramas and stuff that are nice and like really great. So this was jarring for me to go from like that to like, whoa, this is a lot of blood and action and dirt and grime. And it's just like, bam, bam, bam. People are getting shot in the head right away. And you see the blood splatter. So that was intense. So I had to, in all honesty, fast forward through some of the stuff, especially the gun stuff in the beginning. But then you get to the actual kung fu parts, and the one henchman of the really bad drug dealer guy was like kind of shorter, long hair. His fighting was incredible. He was so quick, so powerful, and so precise in his strikes. He was like scary. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, he was scary. And his death is the craziest, most gruesome thing. Like, they take a fluorescent light bulb, shove it in his neck, and he still fights with it in his neck, fights two guys. The one brother gets him finally down on the ground, gets a hold of the fluorescent tube, which this is the most unrealistic part to me, because if you ever touch one of those fluorescent light bulbs, which we have a ton in this office, they just disintegrate. But he gets this fluorescent light and he slits a guy's throat as it's in it. He's just like zippers across. And then you finally down. But then the scene is him and his brother like limping out of the torture room that they were fighting in. And you almost could believe that guy could get up again. Like, they pan on his body for a long time.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
I'm
expect
like,
him to
is
twitch.
Is he going to get up? Is he going to twitch?
Michael
like,
Myers, like, get up. You
I
expect
would have believed it. It would have been so believable because that guy was so intense.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
They
and
give
then-
it their all in their performances, like that intensity.
Yeah.
Even like the action hero, you still are like, he's gonna make it out of here. I just know he's going to.
And then the good brother, bad brother, but they still love each other. So they'll protect each other in that world, but they can't cross worlds.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good storyline, at least for me. I
But
like that
there's
part.
Yeah.
like, I always say like a good
walk away at the
action movie. There's always like one oh shit moment where you're
Yeah.
like the action, like somebody breaks a leg, breaks an arm, like somebody pops around a corner.
He just decides to throw somebody through a window and then he falls. I was like, they're going to fall on the ground. He's going to use them and the
Yeah.
guy's going to explode out and then they hit the fire escape. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, there's always like one or two of those in every good action movie where you're like
Yeah.
surprised by how it turns out. This one has like 10.
Yeah.
We're like where they fall, knife fights.
Oh, where he gets like the knife through the wall and it cuts his cheek and he just has to like stay there. Oh,
Yeah.
Where he shoots the kid who's the lookout through the door. You're like,
yeah.
oh,
That
shit.
got me too. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a kid. Okay, time out. They didn't need to have kids in here.
And it's time out, and you're like, and then they run out to the thing, and it's
Yeah.
immediate barrage of thousands of
And then
bullets.
they-
It's like, oh my
and then
god,
the guy
yes.
is like chopping the floor, and the other guys are shooting up the door, and the guy with the axe doesn't stop.
oh,
then
the
they
guy
jump-
drops through, and then
Yeah.
they tackle him.
And then they tackle
yes.
him, and the camera falls through. That was a cool scene. That sequence where then the
There's
camera
so many
follows
great
him.
parts in this movie. I mean, you could dissect every scene where he fights off 8 guys in the hallway, and that's where kung fu movies always get me to drop out of it, where it's 8 guys on one,
Yeah.
and then they all attack individually. They have to attack individually because it's a hallway, because
Right.
it's a narrow space, and they can't all come at him at once.
Hallway fights rule.
And
No, the action in it was really good.
the guy
It
with
was
the
just-
the guy with the machete clanking against the wall.
I had to fast forward
Oh.
though. I was like, "This is so too much for me." Okay, and then I watch a little bit. I'm like, "Okay, too much," and then
And then she's like, "Oh, I missed something."
and then I went back and caught it, and then yeah,
because it builds through the story.
Yeah.
yes,
I mean,
did
you know,
miss
the guy's watching, the big boss is watching him. He's like, let me see your hands, because he drug a guy into a room.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's obviously blood on your hands.
I
if you
fast
killed
forward
this
that
guy.
because I thought he was going to chop off one of his hands. I was like, I
Oh.
don't want to see that.
Fair
but,
assumption.
But
Yeah.
then I had to go back and be
No,
like,
he just stuck
oh,
a knife through his hand,
Yeah.
which is just as brutal.
I
Yeah,
thought he
it's
was
still
going to
good.
chop it off.
Yeah.
The knife was there. He was there. Let me see your hands. Oh, I'm like, uh-oh.
The guy was scary. Oh, just
The henchman
chef's
was so
kiss.
scary.
11 out of 10.
Yep.
Like,
Especially when he was like, I don't use guns. It goes too fast. He's like,
yeah.
it's like if you
such a
order
good
takeout.
line.
Guy is ultimate badass. He
was like,
he
oh
kills
my
that
God.
kills that guy with his bare hands and then drags him through the hallway,
Yeah.
a dead body, to prove that he killed someone.
And then they're like, that's the wrong guy. I was like, oh no. And then you get that. Let me see your hands. I was like, this
He does
is too
that.
much.
And then when they go to the room for the 2 brothers on
Yeah.
one incredible martial artist
Right.
fight, he lets the guy down off the chain that he's been beating, lets him unhook him so he can fight both of them at the same time. What a badass move.
Yeah.
This is Bolo in Kickboxer killing one of his own men to prove how much of a badass he is. This is top of the mountain for how tough this dude is.
And then the throat just, oh.
You needed this movie, especially after our last 2 watches.
They're nice, and they
Predator and Running Man, by the way.
yeah, I mean they didn't fit my narrative of what an action movie is really.
Yeah.
And then like the kung fu stuff with Bruce Lee is awesome, but it's just so early. Like they haven't figured out all of the mechanics of it.
Right,
Like
yeah.
they haven't figured
But you
they're really
can-
good, but they're
you
so
can see
early.
his talent though.
Yeah.
Like, and now looking at this, and then like Bruce Lee almost had the modern fighting like talent for it, but like
If
Finn
not
said,
for
they just
his
didn't know yet.
unfortunate death,
Yeah.
he could have been the biggest movie star of all time. Like, is entirely possible with how charismatic he was when you see interviews and the documentary on
Only man
him.
to go with Chester.
Chuck Norris has to live with that.
I have to live
I
with
mean,
it
there's
now.
Yeah, we all
there's,
have.
there's so many, but I mean, it's just, and that's like some flames burn bright and they burn out fast, and it's so unfortunate. But it's like, oh, what would have been if you could have had a Bruce Lee playing the head cop in this movie, because he would have been that age in his 60s. or
Maybe it could've worked.
these type of people, like have those people built up. After we watch IP Man and Donnie Yen now doing it in his 60s,
Right.
in these things, like
Right.
have somebody like that build up in these things. It's just, it was so nice. It was so nice to see this. I was so excited for everybody to watch this and get to experience the reason why like action movies still exist, because this was made out there in, I think I said Philippines before, but it's in Indonesia.
Indonesia,
Yeah. But it's just amazing. Just perfection of a movie. So
I
great.
say perfection, but it is
It's
the
pretty
fighting
close.
is good.
People say perfect movies and then they're like
Everybody
Back to the
needs a
Future
shower in this
and Jurassic
movie.
Park
Right.
and Braveheart. Like they pick these perfect films and it's like, for an action movie, this is as good as it gets.
I like it. I got no notes.
I realized that during it that because I don't shy away from Mortal Kombat at all. In fact,
You
I-
embrace it.
I love it. I love Mortal Kombat. It's as bloody and as awful as this movie was in some of the death scenes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why does it bother me so much on this movie and not on Mortal Kombat? And I do think that the Mortal Kombat, I realize if it has a supernatural element to it, whatever that is, a myth, like a monster, something that takes you out of the real world, I'm all about it. But
Yeah.
this was so realistic, like slummy. Oh, the scene where they're initially going in the raid and the guy had pooped himself and they're like, tie him up. And then it's like, oh, it was just like, ew, ew, ew. Like, it's just, that is too much.
Mortal Kombat needs more poop.
No, I think it's got the right
That's
amount
all
of
I've
poop
learned.
in it. Perfect amount of poop in that movie. None. That's the perfect amount of poop.
All right, now that we've seen the top of the mountain, let's pick out a new movie for this week.
Yes.
That will come in below the Raid,
I'll
the
grab
Raid
it.
Redemption.
Oh, okay. Well, while Cody's grabbing that, let's talk about what our next week's episode is going to be.
Yes, we've got Brandon Smith interview from Novavento talking about his upcoming projects, how their distribution company works, his experience making movies, his robot, how much he
He's such a fun guy.
loves
It's-
small town movie theaters.
Yeah.
We have a lot of great interviews. We get a lot of feedback, more views and listens for those. This is one not to miss.
Yeah.
Brandon is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So check us out next week while we're off for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, this means Ken has to pick
Got left.
Two. Mine hasn't been picked, and who's the other one?
Shayla?
Oh, did you look at them both
No.
and throw one away?
No, I didn't look. I was just,
Cheater.
I wouldn't have picked this one.
What?
Academy Award nominated, maybe winning, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
It may have been award winning.
That's my pick.
Nice. No,
Yeah.
it
was not Mortal Kombat, by the way. I struggled. In fact, it took me a couple weeks of not having to pick in the bucket because I really wanted to put Mortal Kombat. And Ken goes, which one? I'm like, duh, the 1995 version. Like there is any other one. But I didn't do that to everybody.
Mortal Kombat
Mortal Kombat is so good.
was you picked the Nintendo version of Mortal
love
Kombat
it.
to be the
I
best
don't
one.
care.
PG-13, no blood in this one.
It looked like it was... Okay, so it was a nominee for Best Picture and Best Director, but not a winner. Oh, and it was also for writing.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. It was... Sorry. It was Best... It did win for cinematography.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so we
But
were
it
all
was-
right.
Probably a lot slower.
Cody, this is the only time
is.
Cody's going to pick a Best Picture nominee for anything ever.
Probably.
This one I admittedly do need to give a second chance to because I watched it and I thought it was good, not great.
What year was this?
This came out in like 2000, 2001.
Okay.
But
So this would have been one that I watched and kind of wrote off.
Yeah.
I remember the wire work and the spinning, and but this has fantastical elements, Cody.
yes,
so
it does. And it's very pretty. It's a very pretty looking movie.
This will fit in with your K-drama obsession.
Yeah, it will.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
picked the vibe. I was like, I think I'm for kung fu movies, and I'm gonna pick one that's near like what I've been watching lately.
No, it's a good
I mean,
mixture of
it's
both.
literally the best choice you could have made,
Yes.
Cody.
Yes.
If Three
they're
Ninjas and Mortal
shitless.
Kombat was in
Oh
there.
yeah, I was joking with him that I was gonna do Three Ninjas, or
I
Sidekick,
guess that counts.
or Sidekick with Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Oh, or Mortal Kombat. Those were like the three I was like really gonna go with, but I subverted all of that and went with this
You
one.
did. Surprise
Three
me.
Ninjas. Were you a Rocky, Tum Tum, or Colt fan?
Rocky, Tum Tum, or Colt?
Because he was the older brother.
Because he was the older brother leader.
Yeah.
Although I did like Rocky, he had a bit of a anger problem. I can relate. He was, a middle child, but he was like,
Yeah, right.
the martial arts really fixed him out, and then Tum Tum was just into candy and cute. Nobody's like, I'm a Tum Tum. Although I think I'm raising Tum Tums right now. They're just super cute.
Hopefully
Such
your boys
sweet
don't
hearts.
discover this podcast.
No, they know. They have good hearts. My youngest will say he will not even fight back because it hurts his heart. So
He's a sweetheart.
He's
the best of us.
The most purest heart. I don't know how he came from me. I don't know where that came from. It did not come from me.
And you're like, I'll kill him for you.
Yeah. You can be a pure heart because you got mom.
On that murderous note, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Do not miss the interview episode next week. You will love it. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Huge box office numbers the next 2 weekends. Mm-hmm. And we've got another sequential Black Friday. Not Black Friday. This is Green Friday.
Green Friday
coming up.
Green Friday.
It's going to be great.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.